Hello and welcome back to another game on Arena. It's a mirror matchup. Stefan playing against Metal Portuguese War, which could be interesting. I'm really interested to see how the players are going to approach this game. I haven't seen mirror matchups for a long time actually. Usually it's random civilizations in now these days. It was back in AOC days. Mirror matchups were played a lot more often, but now everybody's playing random matches, random civilizations, and I guess it's okay. I think it's fine. Still, these mirror matchups can be interesting from time to time. Let's go for the maps first. Gonna start with Metal's map here. What do we have? Main gold and second gold, safe in the back. This is nice for Metal already. The berry bushes in the back doesn't really matter here. We have two sheep yet to pick. Second stone on the right hand side is outside. Main stone is forward. There's deer inside, I guess. The third gold is outside, but really close to the walls. One really close to this base. This one in the neutral zone. One really on the right hand side in the neutral zone, as well as an extra gold. Another extra gold here. And I think that last, second to last relic here, close to the extra berries, closer to Stefan. One more close. Second stone on the left hand side, outside. Main gold, forward. Main stone, forward on the far side. Second and third gold safe in the back. This is not bad, so both players actually have decent maps, I guess. Deer inside from Stefan as well. Anything special to build orders here? What is Stefan going to do? We have 4 villages on wood. The second boar coming in, that's 6 villages plus 1 here. Ooh, that was close. Nice house block. Your map, I guess Stefan Metal scouted the map, or maybe doesn't find him, I don't know. I'm not going to check now. We have 4 villages on berries, 1 farm is up. And is Stefan... Wait, is Stefan scouting? Or where is he? No, it's just starting to lure deer. Makes sense. Double fruit, double berries. Yes. Nah, no, that's not really the important part. Metal... Oh, that's not nice. Metal is going for a thrush here, apparently. And I really didn't want to see a thrush, but this uptime really calls for a thrush. He's not on stone, not on the second stone, on the main stone. Maybe just wants to go for 1 tower and that's it. Or maybe wants to start and take Stefan's stone. That's also possible. He's sending the 5 villages forward. No barracks for him. Let's see how Stefan is going to react here. I didn't want to see a thrush, but apparently this thrush game here. Metal maybe was infected by John Slow. There it is. There is the market coming up. It's going to be a market top here. And we have 1, 2 houses coming up. Next villager, she's also going to build a house and a palisade here. The tower is going up fast and it's on 75% and more. These houses only on, what is this, 150 HP. That's the weakest house here. And Stefan is upping the feudal age, so he's not getting loom in, and Metal is going to take down that house really fast. Metal has enough stone because he's got 3 villages on the main stone now to get a second tower up, and a quick palisade gate coming in. Metal thing checkpoint because he can see the main gold, but he doesn't know about the second gold, third gold safe in the back here. Quick palisade gates area. Feudal age finally coming in. Stefan needs to click loom immediately, which he's not doing. He's queuing up 2 villages. Mistake, maybe that was queued up from dark age, but he needs loom in my opinion. Also going with a defensive tower next to the berries, which makes sense. Palisade gate almost completed, and I think Metal needs to go around here to the weak side. Stefan though is allowed to go on the main stone, which Metal did not see, I guess. No, he cannot see this. Didn't go out close enough to the walls, and even then, I'm not sure if a Dark Age Scout, I think that's 4 tiles vision. Is that correct? Line of sight of 4, I'm not sure. And yeah, that hop is not going to help, but the tower is still annoying. Metal is sad about this. The hop could have happened, it's not going to happen here, and Stefan is fine for now, getting a second tower up, and I think he will be able to go for the gold that he needs. He's got a decent amount of food in the bank, and he should be able to click up to castle age in a reasonable time still. Fletching down for Metal, and still he cannot reach the villages behind the tower. That's 9 tiles, 10 tiles away then I guess. And Stefan should be able to garrison villages inside and get rid of that annoying tower from Metal here as well. Blacksmith coming up, or maybe he's just not going to go for the tower at all, but there's the 5 villages inside. And now a few more farms coming up from Stefan here. He still needs those farms. Metal 27 food in the bank, getting a few farms up now. He's still with 3, 4, 5, 6 villages on stone, doing with the market. Maybe wants to buy up his way to Castle Age, that's possible. And Stefan though is fine, he was able to defend this. Metal is not continuing to move forward. And now the thing is, Stefan even hunting down, no, Metal hunting down Stefan's scout, sorry, wrong way around. Fletching coming in from Stefan as well. He was able to repair his tower, as Metal doing the same thing. I have Fletching, but what was that? But can't hit your villager. Yeah, that's 9 tiles away, I guess. And or a little bit over 9 tiles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and the villager standing behind on the 10th tile. Now, more villagers moving to the back to take more gold. I think Stefan also wants to buy his way up to Castle Age. Just bought some food, sold some wood, and he only needs a little bit of food and a small bit of gold to be able to click up now, and then he should be able to get rid of the towers, at least of the annoying towers. Should be able to reclaim his main gold once he wants to do that, actually once he needs it. And the question is, what then? What is Stefan going to do here? Is he going with the castle? But he doesn't have the stone for that, so possibly a monastery, 3 TC, siege workshop, something like that. Not sure, maybe even stables, that would be nice to see. Metal is upping to castle age as well, bought his way up. I think he sold some stone here, which makes sense. He doesn't really need that stone unless he wants to go for organ guns later on. He's going with the mining camp on the main gold now. Only one lumber camp here, that's pretty much it. So I think Metal is still behind. He's got more villagers, that's the thing going for him. He's got 4 more wills, but also 5 idols still against the 4 idols here. And the tower is losing more and more HP. Let's see if Metal is going to repair it. Garrison, gather point for this tower is nowhere, I guess. Village is now getting dropped out to repair. This is good. But Stefan will be up first. He's got gold income. And he probably will go with an extra TC once he has the stone. But first with the siege workshop and possibly a monastery. A few palisade walls coming around. Not sure why. Both on the way, both can are on the way to make the tower stronger. We might see university even here in guard towers. That would be fun. But it's the monastery that's coming up. And a siege workshop. Makes sense. Let's see how Metal is going to react. Once he's in castle age, he's almost got enough stone for a castle, but he only has those few villagers inside, going for siege workshop now, and doesn't have the resources to buy 100 stone to get a castle up. He's waiting for the stone to get in, and a lot of food in the bank now actually, so he can go for a lot of villagers. He's doing townward first. No boatkin arrow, which is surprising to me. He could go for that now, and enough stone for a castle, almost. He dropped, I guess, and now he should drop the stone again, and that castle will cover the main goal. This is a good castle, and Stefan might need to go for a fast imp here to be able to take that castle down. Because his own castle won't go up. He's trying to go with the counter tower. It's only 5 villagers. There's also Mangonel around. So if Metal is not getting that castle up, he might be in trouble here. He's got his own Mangonel now. And ooh, nice dodging the shot. But Metal might need to send more villagers as well. There's only 5, and they're still building that castle. Now the 5 villagers from Stefan, garrison to the tower, 10 range. That's 5 plus 4. I think he can hit that line with the guard, with the watchtower that he has. He's also on stone now. He's collecting relics. Probably went out to the left hand side and is getting relics in. Where's that relic? He dropped it into the monastery. Yeah, so he got one relic from the left. And those villagers still trying to get that castle finished, but they're not able to do so for now. What is Metal going to do? Monastery coming up for him. No extra TCs for any player yet. And I don't expect to get a lot of extra TCs in this game, to be honest. Unless it's going really, really far into Imperial Age. We have wheelbarrow coming up from Stefan, resources for him looking okayish, and he is taking that castle down using the Mangonel. Look at this, HP from the castle, getting on 850, next shot below 800, and Metal needs to pay attention, because losing that castle, that's something he cannot afford at this point in the game. Stefan is scored it, he's cancelling the castle now, 629 stone, he still got stone minus here, so he should be able to get that castle up eventually. The question is, where can you go with it? And he wanted to go aggressive, but now he's going... Ooh. Alright, 7 range. That means the gate needs to get deleted, yes, and again, this castle is maybe a little bit too ambitious. It's not good. Mangonel going down for both players, but there's still one Mangonel left from Stefan, and that castle is only on 500 HP. Metal needs to start building again immediately, and he should have sent 5 more villagers. Let's be honest, those are villagers that are idle now. There's 5 of them with full HP, and then you get that castle up, and you get your push going. Like this, Stefan again is going for a defensive tower, and wants to stop the villagers, but this time good job from Metal, taking down Stefan's Mangonel. There's another one coming up. The tower is getting denied, but now Metal is losing the Mangonel to the one that just came out of the siege workshop. Stefan has a lot of gold in the bank. He was taking gold with a lot of villagers here, as you can see. Mining camp too close to the gold, but it's not a big problem. The castle is up. But what can Metal do now? Is he going for organ guns? He has a castle, he has the potential to go for a very aggressive game in mid-castle age. But the thing is, Stefan might be able to buy his way up to Imperial Age, and he's also got enough stone for a castle now, because he was taking a lot of that main stone. Metal is putting a mining camp on the main gold, which makes sense, but he needs to get rid of the tower first. The tower could do some damage to the villagers, and there's the first organ gun, another Mangonel. Castle coming up here from Stefan. I think Stefan should now start to buy his way up to Imperial Age. He's got 2 TCs up and running, he's got a decent amount of gold in the bank. Needs more wood maybe, but doesn't really want to go for Imp yet. I think he knows that Metal is not upping to Imperial Age, and Metal is ahead in villages even, because he's got a second TC as well. A lot of villages on the main gold and a good amount of farms up and running, but Stefan, I feel is ahead somehow, because the castle now is up and he should be able to click up to Imperial Age faster. Look at the food count. Stefan buying bought food. Yes, he's buying food now and selling a little bit more wood and buying a little bit more food should allow him to click up to Imperial Age, maybe using the backwards CC. That would be the better option here. He could also go for some organ guns himself, and that's what's the interesting part about Portuguese. I'm not sure what's the meta here in Imperial Age 1v1, and we have the click for Stefan first, so this castle should go down, but Stefan also needs military units. He's got one mangonel and I guess one monk somewhere around, and villagers here chopping wood, so Metal has villagers for it if he needs them. This tower is still alive, so he can still hop in and like protect the castle or go for more buildings. And he's taking Stefan's gold. This is also an important factor. Now Metal is using the organ guns and mangonels all with 7 range to attack that TC, and the TC is in very low HP. University coming up from Stefan. Metal doing a wheelbarrow now, and resources for him looking okay-ish, but not too good. 3 TCs now up and running. He's not going for Imperial Age. He's delaying this to get more economy going, and this might be deadly because of Stefan. This is 63 villagers. Stefan is not going for one TC play. TC though going down. That's a lot of siege units, and I think Stefan maybe even needed to switch into knights, something like that. Didn't want to do that. He's going for 2 organ guns. That's it at this point in the game, and it looks like Metal has an advantage still. The score lead says that Metal is better. He's got 17 more villagers. He's got a lot more military units, and he should even break the monastery, I think. But he's going for the houses now, because why not? Probably wants to go in. Stefan only on 69 population, 64 villages, that's not a lot. A few organ guns, but that's it. And there's another town center coming up. On that gold, on 100 gold. Why are you putting that TC there? I don't really like it. Mangonel going down, Stefan is up to him, going for the trebuchet immediately, but Metal is moving in, and the TC, it offers protection in the back. Okay, I get this TC spot, sorry for that, but Stefan also lost a few more villagers. The organ gun's still doing damage, and now Stefan's only trump card, if you want to call it like that, is the trebuchets that he has, and he should be able to take down that castle. Metal doesn't really have the units to go and take down a trebuchet here. Maybe he needs to use all his organ guns, but he might lose a lot of them because they're low HP, and Metal is not so far away from Imperial Age, but not really close. He needs to buy a little bit of food if he wants to go up fast. He's now using the villages to repair. How's the stone income looking for Metal? He doesn't have stone income, the main stone ran out, and is he taking some stone on the left? No, there's an extra stone on the left hand side. The house is coming up for him, but that castle is taking damage, and Metal, if he's losing the castle, I think he's in trouble. So he should have gone for more stone and maybe for some units that can take down trebuchets, but Metal instead is going to the left hand side, attacking the university. Chemistry is done though. That's not a big problem for Stefan to lose the university. It doesn't really need it at this point in the game, and Stefan also has enough stone for yet another castle. He mined out the main stone, so he could go for that second castle, maybe where the first TC was. He's got a bombard cannon now. Metal's only advantage is the military numbers that he has, but once Stefan gets a few more military units out, maybe a second TC, I think he will be fine. He's not producing anything from that castle though. He was able to take down Metal's TC, Metal's castle. Metal is on the way to Imperial Age with a decent economy. He's got the university up now, but what is he going to do here? What are we going to see? Is organ guns the best choice for Portuguese, or should you go with like bombard cannons, maybe monks, hand cannons, something like that? And it looks like those organ guns still doing some damage, but going down to the bombard cannons now, and Stefan taking on 2 for nothing. Metal losing 3, going forward now, losing 4, 5. That's good fights here from Stefan. He's taking down all the organ guns, only using the bombard cannons. Those 2 mangonels are a little bit annoying, but even villagers will be able to take those down. And those mangonels are also going close to the TC here. Metal now buying some stone. He wants to get another castle up apparently. Doesn't have a lot of stone here. Is he getting another castle already? There's a lot of villagers on that second stone, but it was too late there, to be honest. And now it's up to Imp to do what? Block printing, chemistry, 2-man saw. We're gonna see a few monks here. It's got 3 monasteries up and running. And barracks to get... Wait, what's the barracks for? Are we gonna see hand cannons maybe? Not sure. Stefan is in an okayish position now. He's able to take his main gold for the pretty much the first time in the game, and he was able to take down all the annoying towers, and I think he should move forward now. Further, chemistry, redemption, 2-man sword, theocracy, a lot of upgrades coming in from Metal. He's going with the monks here, and he should be able to convert the organ guns that are around, but it's still not going to be easy. Conscription coming in from Stefan as well. Now he's got a few bombard cannons, he's got 2 trebuchets, he's going to hit those monasteries, I guess. And the monks now moving out to try and convert organ guns. There's 1 getting converted, a hand cannon getting converted, that's 2, 3. Is that 3 conversions? That's not a lot here. I guess you needed to go get more conversions than only 3, but it's so hard to do. And AIs have an easy time to start converting, but for humans it's really pretty damn difficult. Arquebus coming in from metal, that's the ballistics upgrade, right? For the bombard cannons, this could get really interesting then. But Stefan has the military advantage. He's not so far behind a decent economy, and he's got at least 2 TCs up and running. Yeah, so he can go for more villagers. Metal is on 130 villagers, but low on resources, low on gold. He's only got the monks here, and I think he needed to go for cavalier. That would have killed Stefan, to be honest. Stefan, organ guns, trebuchets, hand cannons, they all died to the cav. And then you could go for arquebus, for organ guns, for something like that. Maybe even for the monks. But like this, metal tried to go for monks and hand cannons. This is not looking too good. The organ gun's too strong. That was a converted bombard cannon or one of metals. Not sure. I didn't see it. We have handcart coming from Stefan now. Those 2 trebuchets still around. And metal with 137 villagers with the score and the population lead doesn't really go for any military units other than the hand cannon. Yes, and I'm not sure if that is enough. Not really convinced here. We have castle up. Metal has almost enough stone for yet another castle. He should be able to get 1 more up. And he's going with the castle on the left hand side, actually, something I didn't see. Covering that stone, very important. But Stefan should delete that palisade wall, in my opinion. What is Stefan going for? He's got the momentum going for him, but he doesn't have so much military units either. And looks like Metal is fighting back here, still with a better population. But I think Stefan still has more of those organ guns. If he can go elite, this might get a really interesting fight. Now, Metal is moving out to take the extra gold on the map. Stefan doing the same thing. Going too close with the mining camp, in my opinion. That's a misclick a little bit. Arquebus coming in from Stefan as well. And Metal is moving forward now with the bombard cannons, with hand cannons. And only a few single of those organ guns. I guess he is happy with the bombard cannons for now. He's got 5 of those against only 2 that I can see. But you need to micro them. And it looks like Stefan is losing this battle, but not by a lot. A few monks still around to be able to convert or repair, to heal those hand cannoneers. Scale barding armor coming from metal. Is he going for stables now? Not that I can see, but maybe he's preparing them. Castle coming up, stables coming up. So maybe light cav. I think light cav probably the better option here. You don't really have a lot of gold left. Stefan has enough stone for yet another castle, which he's not putting up yet. He's not producing too many organ guns. He only got 1 castle, and I guess he does not want to go for the castle unless he needs it. Again, another mining camp, but it's a second mining camp, that's alright. We have that mining camp never getting finished. The castle up on that gold as well. Looks like Metal will be able to get all the extra golds, and he has a very decent position now. Metal looks like he's about to go for a big push here. Was customer, I guess they had a break here. A little bit of a pause. Archery range is coming up now from Stefan to get more production going. Hand cannon production starting, but you need support units, in my opinion. And it looks like Metal is in a way better position here. That organ gun stopped the villagers from building houses, I guess. From the outside, Metal has full map control. He's moving around now, but he's not going to attack yet. There is a castle coming up on the walls. I don't really like this castle. I think Metal should go for a trebuchet here and try to snipe this down. Metal's army is on the right hand side, and there's that castle from Stefan that he might try to attack here. Stefan housed on 130. This is not good at 49 minutes into the game. He's going for a few more houses, but only 98 villagers. University coming again. He lost the university, so he wants to get 1 more. Not sure what upgrades to get, but there's a lot of things you can get at the university. And now Metal is moving forward. A nice army with a few hand cannoneers here. A lot of hand cannoneers, a few of those organ guns, 2 trebuchets, 3 bombard cannons, 4 actually, and he's starting to attack the castle. Now the question is, can the monks do some good? Can he get a conversion? No, that's bad luck here, it's happening. And that happens, and there's a lot of bombard cannons from Stefan now. Metal, maybe not the best time to attack. Losing the bombard cannons to the trebuchet, actually only 1 of them. But Stefan has a few more military units around, and Metal is trying to get that castle down. Is he going to be able to do it? Stefan built another castle, so he does not have stone left to repair. I think Metal will just barely not get that castle down. Can he get 2 more shots with the bombard cannons? guns? No. The castle is standing, that means Stefan can still go for organ guns if he wants to. Stefan's resources looking good at this point in the game. And you can see he's mining out his main gold. So gold-wise, Stefan might be in trouble soon. And Metal has 3 relics against Stefan 2. So Metal has a little bit of a relic advantage, and Metal is taking all the extra golds here. Idle hand cannoneers, not sure what he's waiting for. There's the light cave production starting. Metal is expanding his economy to the right hand side, going for more archer range as well. But Stefan is now moving out. Brace and Elite Skirmisher coming in. That's a good option, I think. Elite Skirmishers are doing good in these fights. They can even fight bombard cannons if there is enough of them, and only single bombard cannons. And left inside that castle might fall, but it's not really important to Metal any longer, I think. And now Stefan moving forward. There's 6 bombard cannons, and that bombard cannon went down really fast. You could see the effect of ballistics here. The arquebus. And now Metal might be in trouble. Where's your army? All on the right hand side in a rather defensive position, and it looks like the elite skirmishers are starting to do the damage immediately. Look at this, hand cannoneers going down fast. There's the light cav coming in, but the hand cannoneers should be able to take down most of the light cav. Also the organ guns are quite decent against those, and Stefan will try to keep his bomber cannons alive for as long as humanly possible. Poaching coming in, Stefan doing pikemen now because you can see the light cav. It's an interesting battle actually. Both players are obviously going for the gunpowder units, but now there's the support units coming in 55 minutes into the game, and it looks like Stefan is getting this. That guy cost me the game. Looks like Metal is not too concentrated any longer. Paul Banger was talking to him on the phone. I think Metal is just giving up, and I took a fight at your wall, okay? So he wasn't really concentrated at that, and Stefan is using this little advantage from real life to fight back, to come back, to go for pikemen, elite skirmishes, and now with those still 4 or 5 bombard cannons around, he can do a lot of damage here. Elite skirmisher also coming from Metal now, but only now chainmail armor for Stefan to make the pikemen stronger. Not sure if he will go for halberdier. I think Portuguese get halberdier, maybe they don't. And looks like Henkley's elite skirmishers even starting to raid here. That's fun, but Metal apparently doesn't really care at this point. He probably cares about the right hand side where he's expanding his economy. But that castle is getting attacked from the bombard cannons 12+1 range now finally. I think that siege engineer done right. And Stefan is housed on 185, Metal only on 154 population. He hasn't lost this yet, but it looks good for Stefan here. I don't think Stefan wants to give this away again. Trebuchet is going down. Stefan lost the castle, but it's not the biggest problem ever because it's not really relying on the organ guns. He's going for trash units now and for the bombard cannons. Doesn't have a lot of gold left, so the bombard cannons are really, really important here. And Metal is trying to take them down, but he doesn't have enough resources, not enough military units, and he's only on 19 now. Population 146. Metal is calling back. Oh my god! And he's calling the GG here. This game could have gone differently if Metal wasn't called, I guess. But it was an interesting game, and Stefan used the momentum switch to get his army going, to use the bombard cannons. And I think that fight Metal was talking about. We saw the fight happening, and Metal wasn't able to take the castle down. So this probably cost him the game. Hope you still enjoyed this game. Portuguese mirror matchup, and see you on the next games then. GG.